So here's a quick look at the army list that I'm taking. It's 2 tank platoons. First platoon has 3 Panzer III Gs and a Panzer IV with the long barrel. The second platoon has got the Panzer II, the 231 8-rad, and Puma, and a Horch with a 20mm autocannon. And then I've got the Assault Engineers, 2 units of 6 in the squad. NCO's got a submachine gun, and there's 4 Panzerfausts in each 6-man group, and they are in the 251 with the Panzerbusch, and that adds up to 1500 points. So that's the list I'm taking. My friend is going for the French. I haven't got a picture of his, sorry, but he's got a Char B1, and he's got 3 Sumas, and then he's got 3 medium anti-tank trucks, the Lafleys. He's got a little FT-17, and he's got another tank. I'm not quite sure which one, what it is, but I think he's got light autocannon, and he's got a captain in a staff car to support them, and you'll see it as we go through. Back to the old version of battle reports tonight. This is the end of turn 1 of a tank war game, and it's a practice for the Panzerkampfe coming up in Cambridge. We're playing Germans against the French at this moment, and this is the end of turn 1. And if you have a look at what we've got over here, the truck at the front there, and it's got a 3-pounder, it's got a medium anti-tank gun on it, that's been destroyed. Colin's brought on his 3 anti-tank trucks to try and take out my Panzer IV, which is behind the wall, taking a bit of cover. Over this side, I've got, that's actually standing in for a Panzer III G. He's coming over on this side. We're playing key positions. There's one in the middle, and there's another 2 objectives on this side. So I've got another Panzer III here, another Panzer III here, and over this side I've got a Puma and a Horch 20mm. Colin's got his little armoured car on this side, and as I say, he's got the 3 trucks trying to take out the Panzer IV. On this side, Colin got a lucky 6 for his light howitzer off of the Sumu, and put a dent in the top of it and blew it up first turn. I managed to shoot the anti-tank team that was in the anti-tank rifle team that was in the building and destroy that. So at the moment it's 2 dice to 1s to the Germans' advantage. Over here we've got a nice little platoon of tanks coming up on this flank. It's going to be tricky for this objective for me to hold out. And round on the back end you can see he's got his little anti-tank gun over this side covering the road, and the big tank, oh, it's Char B, isn't it, not something, it's Char B, and recovery truck, so he's hoping if he gets the tank knocked out he can tow it off. Jeep that was from the anti-tank rifle, little FT-17 and a tow for the anti-tank gun. He's got his little Citroen car and his officer, it's like he's a captain, this one. So that's how it stands at the end of turn 1. It's going to be interesting turn 2 with the dice coming out. There's quite a few tanks lined up to take shots over this side. Only good thing I suppose is we've got a little bit of a armoured car fight off here. So going into turn 2. Into turn 2, and there's been a bit of explosions around aboard. The Panzer III here, it looks like a 4 but it's a 3 that we're using it as, has taken a couple of hits from the Somus over here. Yep. And it's caused it to be immobilised and turret jammed, facing out in that direction. The Charbys moved up, couldn't hit anything on there. The Panzer IV has survived. The armoured car here wrecked away from the truck, which was firing at it from over there. The Horch, oh no, it wasn't Horch, it was a Panzer IV, took out the armoured car. Horch put 1 pin on the anti-tank truck. The little tank come on over there and blotted the Hawk out with a hit and blew it up. The Puma had wrecked away from the armoured car previously. The tank moved up here to take a shot at the truck. Sadly it missed. So that's the end of turn 2. Moving into turn 3 now. End of turn 3, and there's been a bit of turnaround this time. The 251 come on, and the veteran here Grenadiers got out with their Panzerfausts. Took one of the Sumu out and stunned the other one and put 2 pins on it. The Panzerbusch failed to hit anything. Advanced on another unit of veteran here, not that they're assault engineers, get it right. Yeah. Assault engineers, these ones. They've got the 4 Panzerfausts. So another unit moving up on this side. Moving the tanks out in the middle here. Been very fortunate on this side. We took out the little FT-17 with the Panzer III here. The Panzer IV here advanced up, took out the medium anti-tank gun truck with its machine guns. Managed to get enough 6s and then 6s to kill it.
I think Mark III did the other one, didn't they?
Yeah, Mark III did the other one. Took that one out. So there's just a little tank up there. Puma's moved around to come around this side, and the 8 Rad is in the centre here. So end of turn 3, moving into 4. The Germans are probably on the up on this side, so hoping that I can manage to get a win out of this, and Colin's trying to drag it back a little bit in turn 4. End of turn 4, and a swing in the game again. The Char B came out, and with its light anti-tank gun, took out the Panzer III G here, and with its whole howitzer stunned the Panzer III G over here. It is a J, but it's a G in the game, and put 4 pins on it. So yeah, bit of a bang onto that one. So yep. Officers moved around to get round into the objective round the back to secure it. The medium anti-tank gun is moving up to the other objective there to grab it. So I'm moving around here with the infantry units, and there's that tank, and we're racing around to get to this objective. But I've brought up my Puma over here to give a bit of protection, and this one here is immobilised. The gun is stuck in that position, but at least he hasn't got any pins. This objective is being kept by the 8 Rad here, so yeah, it's all going to be on that objective there. So we're going to move into turn 5. Turn 5, and we're looking at the little Suma holding the objective here. I couldn't kill it. Tried a shot with the Panzer III, missed it. Tried a shot with the Puma and got it, but stunned it, giving it 2 pins. Perhaps we're hoping that it fails its leadership test when it activates and it goes backwards. That would be funny. Little truck here, I'll try to kill it with the Panzer IV, but no, it holds on. Couldn't kill it. It was close. Rallied the Panzer III over here, but I think it's a bit late for doing anything. The Rad 8 came up, tried to take a shot, didn't kill it. So yeah, it's on a knife edge and gone and swung into the Frenchmen's.
Well, possibly.
Yeah, into their favour. It's a recovery vehicle, so it's not a transport. It's not a tow. It is a vehicle for the purposes of the tank wars, and it can hold the objectives. So yeah, interesting game. Moving into turn 6. The assault engineers passed their leadership test and charged in on the Somu. I rolled 4 hits because the tank was stationary, so we were looking at its 4+ to hit. The Somu was a 9. I rolled a 6 for the hit, so that was 10, and then I rolled a 6 on the penetration, and we're reckoning that destroys the tank. Consolidation move next. should take me into the objective. Yeah, looked at the rules again, and yes, I do that, but because they haven't got anti-tank grenades, it's only on the superficial table. So put it on fire, and Colin passed his leadership test to put the fire out. So for a glimpse of hope, dashed away from the Germans. But we'll see what we can do.
Still got the Puma and the other two guys.
Still got the Puma and the other team, but I don't think we're going to be doing much there. We'll see what we can do. Not being able to take out the Somu there, that continues to hold. Because in this game, for Panzerkampfe, once you hold it, and nothing else contests it in the turn that you hold it, you've captured it. And it has to be destroyed before the opponents can capture it. You can't contest it. If we both moved on simultaneously in that turn, we would contest, but we couldn't do it. Over there, that's the issue around that one. The recovery truck had captured that and was holding it. I needed to destroy it, but unfortunately couldn't do it. And that meant that I couldn't hold enough objectives. So Colin takes the win. He's got the objective behind the trees. He's got the one in the middle. He's got the one at the back. And he's got the one here. So a really good game there. Back and forth all over the place with that one. But the win to the French at the end. Well, what a good game that was. That was really exciting all the way through each round. Could have gone to the Germans, could have gone to the French. Had an opportunity to get a couple of hits in, but couldn't do it. I was up on unit dice, but Colin managed to get all the objectives. I like the move with my assault engineers in the 251. I was initially going to run it right up to the top of the board and cut across with one unit of 6 men and the 251 to take out that far left objective on the French side. However, with the 3 Somu coming down that flank, I thought better take them out and then try and hold my objective. The Panzer II get knocked out by the 6 on the artillery dice. Scuppered plans quite early on from that. So it was a bit of a race against the tank to try and get back to it. Unfortunately, I lost that race. But I thought I was going to get that one in the middle and perhaps get rid of that Somu on my objective, but it just didn't happen. So yeah, a real fun game. Hope you enjoyed it. Back to normal battle reports with dice rollings next time. This one was just didn't have a great deal of memory left, but hope you enjoy it. Give us a thumbs up if you do. Share please if you would, and subscribe if you haven't already done. So look forward to the next game and the next report. Thanks very much for watching.